Greetings, my name is Siobhan. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. So today we have a special message about love and healing internal conflict. So I started receiving messages basically yesterday to lead up to this reading. So I will start with the messages. However, the Raspberry Andara has come forward asking to assist with radiating love energy. So I will start off with the singing bowl. In the singing bowl, I have placed the Raspberry Andara crystal that assists with the heart chakra and love and unconditional love. It will be assisting us in healing further internal conflict and radiating love. All right. So just relax. Imagine the energy coming into your aura, coming into your body, flowing into you. I also received the reminder to always and consistently invoke and radiate your I am light from within you. The easiest way to start shielding practices is just to envision or visualize a bubble, an egg, a sphere, radiating light energy around you, rotating spheres, your Merkaba, which would be rotating pyramids, 2 pyramids, 1 up and 1 down, but radiating 360 around your vessel and your auric field, which would be expanded out from your physical body. Imagine whatever energies, colors that you want, even rainbow colors. Gold or blue? Golds are good. Golds or blue? Golds, blues, violets, pinks, emeralds, rubies. All of the colors, the spectrum, diamond light has beautiful energetic energies. Any of those will protect you. If you're drawn to one color over another at a particular time, that's fine. And the more light, like when you're in the presence or company of other divine beings, the more light, the more shields we have, because it's not necessarily always, it's not a shield of like just protection or rejecting the other person. So even when you have a group and we're all radiating our divine light, it just intensifies that light, that purity, and that clarity within the space and within the communication and exchange. So, since yesterday, I've received more than one message And also I did a session today, this morning, where part of that session will be released publicly, as there is a message for the light workers, light warriors. So I will release that as soon as possible, hopefully tomorrow, to accompany this message. So the message I received yesterday was a message of joy and hope. And this message was directly from the Andromedan Oversoul. So the message I received: joy is a choice. And as you make this choice on more occasions, it begins to radiate from within your beingness, overflowing until that is more of your experience. It begins to light up from within your cells, at the core of your very essence, until it is expressed externally as your experience. It is your choice to choose joy and light and hope, regardless of your circumstance, until your circumstances change by your radiating light and love. Those disconnected from the light, who cause trauma on your realm, yearn to remember something. They yearn for the light that they do not remember. And there is the internal conflict. There is the internal conflict of theirs that expresses externally in their experience that they insist humanity also experience. But humanity has the choice to choose connection to source, to choose love, joy, and hope, to remember they are love. Those lost in the dark have the same choice as well. Choose wisely, for we are one. We are each being supported across the rainbow bridge. We appreciate that message, and we honor the Oversoul. This next message, this one was from the Scarlet Andara. So I was given a reminder to send love to any you discern through your heart guidance, with your higher self, with any ascended ancestors, angelics, highly evolved beings. If you discern that they are out of alignment, we are being asked to send love. This message was also a message that was received during the session this morning, the Angelic Universal Regression Alchemy session I did this morning. Specifically, the message from the Scarlet Andara was a reminder to also send love to the Orion Oversoul. So the Scarlet Andara reminded me that the Andromedan Oversoul had stated during another conversation that the Orion Oversoul is not doing well. So if you can imagine the internal conflict that will reside within the collective of the Orion Oversoul with such a group, or the Orion group, the Orion reptilians, in unity with draconian reptilians and fallen angelics, basically causing the Orion wars. That will cause a great deal of discomfort or internal conflict that needs to be resolved and healed within the Orion Oversoul. And because of this continued and prolonged separation, that oversoul compared to the other oversouls is not doing well energetically. So, and I don't even believe at the time when the Andromedan Oversoul mentioned this, I didn't even realize that it would be wise to send this Oversoul love and support. I think what some people don't realize is that when we radiate love to each other, when we send love to each other, even those out of alignment, that we're not strengthening the dark ones. When you radiate love and send them love, you're actually weakening the darkness because you're adding light to them. So there's a difference between feeding off your energy and then assisting someone in healing. Because when they're disconnected or they believe that they need to feed off your energy, is because they do not remember their own light within. And there's very little light within to sustain their energy and their well-being. So they believe they need to take from someone else, when really they need to be healed and strengthened to remember their own connection to source, that their origin is of the light, and that they are able to radiate more light, return to the light, connect to their higher selves, their oversouls, their source, like we are all one, but to reestablish the connection so that the light within them radiates outward instead of their light being disconnected, where they are not generating their own light. And so therefore they feel the need to take from someone else. So when you send them light and love, it helps to heal them and spark that light that they don't remember, to possibly start hearing from their own higher self, to start hearing from source, to start hearing from the angels. And we're not talking about just communicating where you're just arguing or fighting with them, but remembering that you are one with them, and then deciding and making a choice to heal yourself, to transmute that energy, to reconnect. And that is the goal, and that is what is in process. So, this next message I literally was just receiving. More than likely this is from the Andromedan Oversoul again. But it was just, whether it be our angelic brothers and sisters, just the messages that were coming in before I started doing the reading, and it could be from the Raw Oversoul, or probably the collective, actually. So, the Orion Wars, or Wars in the Heavens, or the multiverse, are a reflection of internal conflict. The separation or darkness not being healed, reconciled, balanced, or transmuted. The separation is part of the soul growth that is and was meant to be a temporary and not prolonged state. So separation does play a part in soul growth, but it was not meant to be prolonged. It was only meant to be temporary. It will not be prolonged for any soul's experience to this degree again. So to this degree, they're referring to what has happened on earth. It will not be prolonged to this degree again moving forward. No longer will these wars continue as we complete this shift. So no longer will the wars continue. And I also received this message several months ago. This has been assured by the Andromedan Oversoul. The vibration of the whole multiverse is rising. Will new souls continue to experience separation at some point? Yes, but it will be balanced, no longer causing prolonged separation, leading to interplanetary wars. So definitely appreciative to receive and share these messages. One more message that Source felt it was necessary to speak on. There has been some talk about marriage, and that marriage as an act of like commitment or proclaiming love is absolutely wrong, or of Orion construct. So they wanted me to clarify marriage and divine union. So in a marriage where there is an intercessor or a mediator, where you have to go before a court or a judge or the queen or the king or the church, that is what Source considers marriage. Where the state and the church became the authority over the marriage or the union. Source has been very clear that this is out of alignment. You do not need an intermediary or someone to govern you. What you do need is connection to Source. So basically, when it was arranged or when it was accepted that you would now seek approval from an outside party, then there was no longer the direct connection or confirmation from Source. So they removed Source from the unions. And that is why divine unions, which divine unions include twin flame unions, include soulmate unions, or include unions that are of high vibrational alignment, which the divine unions are basically agreed upon before incarnating. So in order to even know who you agree to unite with in a divine energetic fashion, it would be necessary to heal yourself and connect to your higher self and your oversoul and the angelics, the highly evolved beings. But your higher self primarily is the point of ascension and is what's necessary to raise the vibration, which raising the vibration is done through healing and unconditional love, acceptance, forgiveness. So the divine unions are very important. And going to Source for confirmation is what they are calling for. Does that mean that two souls cannot unite on the physical realm? No. Like, you can absolutely still go through the marriage process or go through the ceremony. And seek guidance from your higher self, whether or not your higher self feel it is in your best interest, because there are other arrangements or agreements that come with this state, as there are laws here to govern this reality at this time. However, we know that's going to change. But plainly, there are divine unions that were already in place and agreed upon prior to your incarnation, and your highest potential for love is in a divine union. That has nothing to do with the church or the state. So I hope that was clear. So at this time, I will move forward with the reading for today. And it is a divine union and twin flame reading. So I will, Well, we can keep going. I guess I don't need to switch around the camera. Normally I switch around the camera, but we'll just keep going. All right. So I start with the masculine side to see what the message is. And actually we have some general energies here. So the general energy for this reading is seeking, turning within. See how she is turning within, quieting her mind, seeking guidance, seeking answers, healing. The birds are there to assist in her healing, in her clarity, and her intuition. Beautiful, as this card is mainly green, seeking guidance through the heart, reconnecting through the heart chakra. Beautiful energy in this card. And also, darkest fears, facing your darkest fears, healing internal conflict. And both of these cards are 9 cards, so that's interesting. The energy of the 9 is getting close to completion. And also it looks like the color of his jacket, it does look violet. So healing the mind, connecting to your higher self through the crown chakra, irradiating light, and shining light on the darkness to heal it, to transmute it, to reintegrate it into the wholeness. Facing your fears, integrating, healing the internal conflict, however it presents, on multiple levels. Beautiful, beautiful. So, the card for the Divine Masculines. First card I have Share the Love. Look at that, 2 halves of the heart coming together, radiating love. With the green emerald energy of the heart chakra, uniting those 2 halves. Share the love, no longer being afraid or withholding, radiating love. Beautiful, beautiful. And the next one, spread your wings. Receiving guidance, no longer being afraid to step out, to step forward, to fly, to raise your vibration, to channel light energy. Look at that column of light entering through the crown chakra, if you can see it there. Lots of violet energy still. Spreading your wings on a new path, continued path, going up, up, up into the sun. Look at those beautiful sun rays, sun codes coming down. And the final message for the Divine Masculine. It is time to move. Time to move forward. And look at that, the uniting with the ribbon in the middle. But moving forward in love, choosing love and letting love guide the way. Unconditional love, energy, source love, healing love. Look at the healing energy coming from the palms of their hands or the palm chakras. Beautiful message. And let's see what we have for the Divine Feminine. Moving on. So moving on, moving forward, letting go, releasing anything that has hurt you in the past, moving forward to better times, not looking back, not turning back, focusing, continuing to move forward, knowing that something beautiful, joyous is on your path if you can just keep moving and stay hopeful in love and joy, knowing that you are supported and everything is for your highest good. Daydreams and decisions. Focusing within, making decisions, imagination, daydreaming, adding your thoughts and your focus to create the outcomes, the experiences, the new earth. And of course, always being guided by the heart, and even the green sash here. Always being guided by the heart. What does it feel like? What do you imagine? Whether you're in union or not, what does it feel like to move forward together, to unite, to be together, to hold each other, to create together? Whether it be business, whether it be a facility, a group initiative, a cooperative. What will we be creating? How will we experience ourselves in our purest essence? Moving forward. What do we imagine? What do we want? What do we want to experience in the new earth? So moving forward, focusing on creation. Believe and succeed. Beautiful. You believe it, you focus on it, you manifest it. Look at the number 6. As within, so without, you will succeed. And it's so funny because as I was even shuffling this deck, this card had already popped out. So this is the final card for the Divine Feminine. Believe. Keep believing. Keep imagining. Keep daydreaming. Believe it until it manifests. Thoughts become things. It is so important for us to turn within and focus our energy on what we want to experience. And this is interesting because the cards for the Divine Feminine went 8, 7, 6. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I drew 3 dragons. The first dragon is the message for twin flames in union. And we'll see which dragon will be assisting at this time. And we have the royal blue and gold dragon. And this is for, and I should say, divine partnerships in unions, including the twin flames. So the royal blue and gold dragon strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. A royal blue and gold dragon is lighting up the gifts and talents you carry in your aura. It is breathing courage, support, and dignity into you so that you can wear your cloak of power and wisdom with pride. Most important of all, it is awakening you to who you truly are. It is enabling you to radiate your special light. This dragon is always with you. It holds your sword of truth, so Archangel Michael can enable you to speak and act with truth and honor at all times. It roars at those who try to diminish you and befriends those who empower you. You have all the support you need to teach divine majesty by example. Beautiful, beautiful dragon energy. The next dragon that will be assisting us is for twins that are aware of each other, but not in union, which that also includes soulmate unions, or maybe a twin flame with a soulmate, whatever the divine union is. So those that are aware of each other, know who each other are, but are not in union, whether they have broken up or whether they just have not united yet, but they are not in union. And this makes sense. We actually have the pure white dragon from Orion, which this dragon also assisted us earlier from Orion, as Orion is very focused right now in healing internal conflict. So let's see what the message says. But yes, I'm sure that drawing this dragon is an indication that healing the internal conflict will bring in those unions, or will reestablish or reunite you. So just continue to heal. Transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know. Act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. A pure white dragon of Orion has come to you today to advise you to examine what you know with enlightened eyes. Process any information you are working with through your right brain to discover how to use it for the highest good. The high-frequency dragons from Orion will be with you to help you with this process. They will allow you to advance your spiritual growth and expand your wings of light. When you hold white in your aura, people trust and respect you. This card calls on you to speak your truth, act with honesty, and be totally honorable in all your dealings. All right. And the final card is for those divine unions or twin flames that are not in union and are not aware of each other. It has not been confirmed who your divine union or mate or partnership, who it's with. It has not been confirmed. You're not aware of each other. So we have the gold and silver violet flame dragon. Beautiful, beautiful. Definitely a dragon of transmutation. Beautiful. And transformation. Look at the butterfly. So transmutation and transformation. Alchemy symbols. Transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. This card suggests it is time to let go of an aspect of your life that is no longer serving you. Ask the gold and silver violet flame dragons to clear the thought of it totally from your energy fields. Sense or feel them etherically burning up the old. Then ask them to replace it with new and joyful possibilities that come to you at a higher frequency. When you connect with these dragons, you have a wonderful opportunity for service work. You can send them under the law of grace to any person or place that needs transformation. Remember, you will also be working with Saint Germain and Archangel Zadkiel, who will illuminate you. So take a few moments now to direct these dragons to heal people, places, situations, and the world. Beautiful messages. It has been an honor to bring those messages forward and connect with you. Definitely reach out to me, connect on Facebook, connect on YouTube. I honor you. I appreciate your presence. Namaste.